മറയാത്ത സിയോനിൽ സ്വർഗതാതന്റെ സന്നിധിയിൽ സമയത്തിൻ പൂർണ്ണതയിൽ നാം ചേരും ദൈവസ്തുതികളാൽ സൂര്യൻ മറയാത്ത സിയോനിൽ സ്വർഗതാതന്റെ സന്നിധിയിൽ സമയത്തിൻ പൂർണ്ണതയിൽ നാം ചേരും ദൈവസ്തുതികളാൽ. എന്നെയോർത്തിനി കരയല്ലേ, ആത്മനാ കൂടെ ഞാനുണ്ടല്ലോ. എന്നെയോർത്തിനി കരയല്ലേ, ആത്മനാ കൂടെ ഞാനുണ്ടല്ലോ. ആനന്ദിക്കാൻ ദ്യോവിൽ ഞാൻ പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചിടുന്നു. ഭൂവിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ആനന്ദിക്കാൻ ദ്യോവിൽ ഞാൻ പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചിടുന്നു. സൂര്യൻ മറയാത്ത സിയോനിൽ സ്വർഗതാതന്റെ സന്നിധിയിൽ സമയത്തിൻ പൂർണ്ണതയിൽ നാം ചേരും ദൈവസ്തുതികളാൽ. പൈതലമ്മതന്മാരിലായി ചേർന്നുറങ്ങുന്ന ശാന്തത, പൈതലമ്മതന്മാരിലായി ചേർന്നുറങ്ങുന്ന ശാന്തത ആത്മാവിനേകുവാൻ ദൂതനുണ്ടെൻ്റെ ചാരത്ത്. എൻ്റെ ആത്മാവിനേകുവാൻ ദൂതനുണ്ടെൻ്റെ ചാരത്ത്. സൂര്യൻ മറയാത്ത സിയോനിൽ സ്വർഗതാതന്റെ സന്നിധിയിൽ സമയത്തിൻ പൂർണ്ണതയിൽ നാം ചേരും ദൈവസ്തുതികളാൽ ജന്മം വെടിയുമ്പോൾ എൻ യാവേ നിന്നിൽ ഞാൻ ശാന്തമായി ചേർന്നിടും പുഴക്കടലിൽ ചേരും പോൽ മാലാഖമാരെന്നെ എതിരേൽക്കുവാനണയും ഈ ചിന്തകളാൽ കണ്ണീരാറ്റിടുവിൻ എൻ സ്നേഹം നിങ്ങൾ തൻ കൂടെ വസിക്കും പ്രിയരേ. ഇല്ലൊന്നും കൂടെയെടുപ്പതിനാ നാം ചെയ്യും നന്മകളല്ലാതെ പൊന്നും പണവും വെറുതെയല്ലോ സ്വർഗീയ വീട്ടിൽ ഓർക്കുക എൻ പ്രിയരേ, ഈ ജന്മം വെടിയുമ്പോൾ എൻ യാവേ നിന്നിൽ ഞാൻ ശാന്തമായി ചേർന്നിടും പുഴക്കടലിൽ ചേരും പോൽ എൻ പേർക്കായി ക്രൂശിതനായവനേ, എന്നരുതേ എന്നുടെ തിന്മകളേ, അറിവോടെയും അറിവില്ലാതെയുമായി അനവധി പിഴ ചെയ്തു. തള്ളരുതെന്നെ നീ, ഈ ജന്മം വെടിയുമ്പോൾ എൻ യാവേ നിന്നിൽ ഞാൻ ശാന്തമായി ചേർന്നിടും പുഴക്കടലിൽ ചേരും എൻ സ്നേഹം നിങ്ങൾ തൻ കൂടെ വസിക്കും പ്രിയരേ.
പരമസ്നേഹരൂപനേ കരുണ തൻ കടലേ, അരികിലരികിൽ ചേർന്നു ഞാൻ തവ പദം പുൽകാം, തവ പദം പുൽകാം.
പരമസ്നേഹരൂപനേ കരുണ തൻ കടലേ, അരികിലരികിൽ ചേർന്നു ഞാൻ തവ പദം പുൽകാം, തവ പദം പുൽകാം.
പാരിലെന്നെ ഉയർത്തിടും കുരിശതെന്നാലും, പാരിലെന്നെ ഉയർത്തിടും കുരിശതെന്നാലും,
ഉയരുമെന്നധരങ്ങളിൽ നിൻ സ്തുതിഗീതം, ഉയരുമെന്നധരങ്ങളിൽ നിൻ സ്തുതിഗീതം, നിൻ സ്തുതിഗീതം. പരമസ്നേഹരൂപനേ കരുണ തൻ കടലേ, അരികിലരികിൽ ചേർന്നു ഞാൻ തവ പദം പുൽകാം,
തവ പദം പുൽകാം. അരുണനൊളിവിൽ മായവേ ഇരുൾ പരക്കുമ്പോൾ, പഥികനാം ഞാൻ ശിലയതിൽ മരുവിടുമ്പോഴും,
എൻ കിനാവിലങ്ങു തൻ അരികിലണയും ഞാൻ, എൻ കിനാവിലങ്ങു തൻ അരികിലണയും ഞാൻ, അരികിലണയും ഞാൻ. പരമസ്നേഹരൂപനേ കരുണ തൻ കടലേ, അരികിലരികിൽ ചേർന്നു ഞാൻ തവ പദം പുൽകാം, തവ പദം പുൽകാം.
സകതമെല്ലാം അറിയുന്നു. പ്രിയരെ ഓർത്ത് കരയും നേരം മാനസമിരുളി താഴരുതേ. പ്രിയരെ ഓർത്ത് കരയും നേരം മാനസമിരുളി താഴരുതേ. കാൽവരി മേലെ സ്വയബലിയായോൻ നിറയും മിഴിനീർ നീക്കിയിടും. കാൽവരി മേലെ സ്വയബലിയായോൻ നിറയും മിഴിനീർ നീക്കിയിടും.
വരുവിൻ ധന്യവിശുദ്ധന്മാരെ രക്ഷണമിയാൾക്കു നൽകാൻ. വരുവിൻ വാനവവൃന്ദമിയാളെ എതിരേൽക്കാനതിമോദം. വഹിക്കുവിൻ കരതാരിലിയാളുടെ ആത്മാവിനെ നിങ്ങൾ. പരമോന്നതന കർത്താവിൻ തിരു സന്നിധി ചേർത്തിടുവിൻ.
വഹിക്കുവിൻ കരതാരിലിയാളുടെ ആത്മാവിനെ നിങ്ങൾ. പരമോന്നതന കർത്താവിൻ തിരു സന്നിധി ചേർത്തിടുവിൻ. സന്നിധി ചേർത്തിടുവിൻ.
വരുവിൻ
ധന്യവിശുദ്ധന്മാരെ
രക്ഷണമിയാൾക്കു നൽകാൻ. വരുവിൻ
മാനവവൃന്ദമിയാളെ
എതിരേൽക്കാനതിമോദം.
ശാന്തിയരുളുക നാഥ, നിത്യശാന്തിയരുളുക നീ. നിത്യവെളിച്ചമിയാളിൽ സദയം തൂകണമേ ജഗദീശ. തൂകണമേ ജഗദീശ. തൂകണമേ ജഗദീശ. ശാന്തിയരുളുക നാഥ, നിത്യശാന്തിയരുളുക നീ. സിയോനിലുയരും അഭിനവഗാനം, തവ സങ്കീർത്തനഗാനം. ജെറൂസലേമിൽ നീർച്ചകളഖിലം അർപ്പിതമാകും സകലം. ഞങ്ങളുയർത്തും യാചനയെല്ലാം നാഥാ കേട്ടരുളേണം. നാഥാ കേട്ടരുളേണം. നാഥാ കേട്ടരുളേണം. ശാന്തിയരുളുക നാഥ, നിത്യശാന്തിയരുളുക നീ.
നീർച്ചാലുകൾ തേടി നടക്കും മാൻപേടകളെ പോൽ കർത്താവേ നിന്നെ വിളിച്ചു തേടി നടപ്പൂ ഞാൻ. ദാഹിപ്പൂ ഞാൻ എന്നീശൻ ജീവിതനായകനാ. ദൈവത്തിൻ തിരുമുഖമെന്നാലടിയൻ ദർശിപ്പൂ. ചോദിപ്പു പരിഹാസമുടെ എവിടെ നിൻ ദൈവം? രാപകലൻ മിഴിനീരല്ലോ എന്നുടെ ആഹാരം. നിറയും നിൻ മാനസമതിലെന്നോർമകൾ വിരിയുന്നു. ആമോദ പുളകമണിഞ്ഞ ജനതതിയെന്നൊരു നാൾ.
മഹിമയിൽ വാഴും രക്ഷകനീശോ, മരണമടഞ്ഞ സഹോദരരെ, നിൻ തിരുകൃപയാൽ ശിക്ഷാവിധിയിൽ നിന്നു കരേറ്റാൻ കനിയണമേ. ഇരുളിൽ നിന്നുമുയർത്തിവരിൽ നിത്യവെളിച്ചം തൂകണമേ. പിതാവാമിന്നുടെ മടിയിൽ ചേർത്തു തുണയ്ക്കണമേ. കൈക്കൊള്ളണമേ നാഥാ, യാചന കൈക്കൊള്ളണമേ. മഹിമയിൽ വാഴും രക്ഷകനീശോ, മരണമടഞ്ഞ സഹോദരരെ, നിൻ തിരുകൃപയാൽ ശിക്ഷാവിധിയിൽ നിന്നു കരേറ്റാൻ കനിയണമേ.
സ്നേഹമുള്ള നിങ്ങളോട് ചൊല്ലിടുന്നു യാത്ര ഞാൻ എൻ പിതാവിൻ പക്കലേക്ക് പോയിടുന്നു ഞാൻ മുതാ. സ്നേഹമുള്ള നിങ്ങളോട് ചൊല്ലിടുന്നു യാത്ര ഞാൻ ശാന്തി ഭൂമി പൂകിടാൻ പോയിടുന്നു ഞാൻ മുതാ. വിശുദ്ധരൊത്തു വാഴുവാൻ ഈശനെ പുകഴ്ത്തുവാൻ ദൈവദൂതരൊത്തു നിത്യ ത്രിത്വഗീതി പാടുവാൻ. ധന്യമായി ജീവിതം പോൽ കാമ്യമായതൊന്നുമേ ഇല്ല മണ്ണിലെന്നു നിങ്ങൾ എന്നുമേ സ്മരിക്കണേ. ശക്തിയോ പ്രതാപമോ വിദ്യയോ സമൃദ്ധിയോ നൽകിയില്ല തെല്ലുമേ ശാന്തിയന്ത്യവേളയിൽ. കാമകോപലോഭമോഹമൊക്കെ നീക്കി ലോകരെ ദാനമേകി ധന്യജീവിതം സദാ നയിക്കുവിൻ. തമ്പുരാന്റെ മുൻപിൽ ഞാൻ ഇമ്പമാർന്നു നിങ്ങളെ ഓർത്തിടാം സദാപി നിങ്ങൾ എന്നെയും സ്മരിക്കണേ. സ്നേഹമുള്ള നിങ്ങളോട് ചൊല്ലുന്നു യാത്ര ഞാൻ എൻ പിതാവിൻ പക്കലേക്ക് പോയിടുന്നു ഞാൻ മുതാ.
കർത്താവേ നിൻ കൃപയാൽ നിത്യവെളിച്ചം മൃതരാം നിൻ ദാസരിലായി വീശണമേലേ. സ്വർഗത്തിൽ നിന്നരികെ ചേർക്കരുളേണം. സർവവിശുദ്ധരുമൊന്നായി സതതം വാഴാം. ജ്ഞാനസ്നാനത്താലിവരൻ ബലിയാലിവർ പൂജിതരായി. കർത്താവേ നിൻ കൃപയാൽ നിത്യവെളിച്ചം മൃതരാം നിൻ ദാസരിലായി വീശണമേ നീ. സ്വർഗത്തിൽ നിന്നരുടെ ചേർത്തരുളേണം സർവവിശുദ്ധരുമൊന്നായി സതതം വാഴാം. മൃതരാം നിൻ ദാസരിലായി വീശണമേ നീ. സ്വർഗത്തിൽ നിന്നരികെ ചേർത്തരുളേണം സർവവിശുദ്ധരുമൊന്നായി സതതം വാഴാം. ജ്ഞാനസ്നാനത്താലിവരങ്ങേതായി നിന്റെ ശരീരത്താലിവർ പോഷിതരായി.
The celebration of life for Sister Dennis and our community members, the Sisters of St. Joseph, will begin the rosary.
Refuge of sinners, pray for us. Comfort of the afflicted, pray for us. Help of Christians, pray for us. Queen of angels, pray for us. Queen of patriarchs, pray for us. Queen of prophets, pray for us. Queen of apostles, pray for us. Queen of martyrs, pray for us. Queen of confessors, pray for us. Queen of virgins, pray for us. Queen of all saints, pray for us. Queen conceived without original sin, pray for us. Queen ascended into heaven, pray for us. Queen of the most holy rosary, pray for us. Queen of peace, pray for us. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, spare us, O Lord. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, save us, O Lord. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, have mercy on us, O Lord. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may inherit the promise of Christ. Let us pray. Even, O Lord, we beseech you by the intercession of Blessed Mary, our Virgin, this your family from all adversity, and mercifully protect us, who prostrate ourselves before you with all our hearts, from the snares of the enemy, through Christ.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
I believe in God, his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
Holy God,
Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world.
eternal Father,
I offer you the body and blood, the soul and divinity of your dear Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, in the atonement for our sins and those of the whole world. Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world.
eternal Father,
I offer you the body
sisters. At this time, we would like to share a few remembrances, particularly by those with whom Sister Dennis worked for many, many years. I'd like to first introduce Nancy Louie, who is director of the department and worked with Sister Dennis. Nancy. Laura.
We're going to support each other.
We're a family. I like to think of Sister as she was the little sister who could. Born in Kerala, India, raised by Catholic parents, her father was concerned by her desire to become a nun at the age of 16, but she prevailed, like she always did, and was sent to England to train for the Medical Sisters of St. Joseph. She traveled to Long Beach, California, and was hired by St. Mary Medical Center, where she was a guest in the convent of the Irish Sisters of the Incarnate Word. She worked as a registered nurse on Fort Bower, an adult medical floor. When Fort Bower closed, she joined the pediatric unit. It was not an easy transition, but before too long, she was an integral part of the unit and the Pete's family. She became the official marriage and family counselor of the unit. Her sage wisdom, her caring candor reassured all of the staff, patients, and anyone who came to her for direction and advice. She was always willing to work holidays and cover for special family events for staff members. I could go on forever listing her generosity and her accomplishment, but just to mention a few. She passed the DMV test and mastered the LA driving, including freeways. She became great friends with Sister Lucille, who was the CEO, and they traveled throughout LA together for business and pleasure. She enchanted the St. Mary Medical Center Foundation donors into funding several new programs for St. Mary's. She bought and furnished a house that became the first Medical Sisters of St. Joseph Convent in Long Beach. She oriented and trained the newly arrived sisters from India to life and nursing in the U.S. She ran Whittier School Clinic for the Healthy Kids Coalition, where families flocked to be helped by the Madrecita. She fearlessly assisted the Long Beach PD, alerted to an armed thief hiding under a crib on the pediatric unit. She was loved, recognized, and acknowledged on the streets of Long Beach by patients and children she had cared for. So much so that the pediatric unit was dedicated to her in 2017. During her career at St. Mary Medical Center, she was loved and appreciated by patients, physicians, and staff. She was part of the pediatric family, sharing the joys and sorrows of all of our lives. She was truly a woman of God who loved and cared for each and every one she came in contact with. No matter how exasperating. We felt very blessed to be able to attend her bedside and express our love and caring the night before she left us. She is irreplaceable and will be missed by many. The pediatric family would like to share a few of our caring moments with you. Before that, I'd like to mention that Rebecca Dominguez and Jody Hine, unfortunately, are out of town and unable to attend Sister's memorial, and they wish to send their appreciation and love and for the time that they were fortunate enough to spend with her.
Hi, my name is Maureen, and I've had the pleasure of working with Sister for the last 40 years. She was a true friend and one of a kind, brave and never afraid to try anything. She was involved in life and made the world a better place. We've shared many ups and downs, developing a lasting friendship and love for each other. Sister Dennis was an amazing person. Our pediatric unit was officially dedicated to Sister Dennis in 2017 because she was the heart and the energy of our unit. Sister Dennis was fiercely loyal to her pediatric family and dedicated to the children and families of the local community. I'm so glad that we celebrated her life of service while she was alive with her. I know that we really surprised her with that. She was humbled and honored for the recognition, and you could tell that it meant so much. She cared for the pediatric unit like it was her own home. If you needed a project completed, Sister Dennis would take charge and get it done. It was always a comfort to come to work and know that she was there. No one could start an IV like Sister Dennis. On long, hectic, and crazy days, her favorite saying to me was, "Maureen, 7 o'clock will come." Meaning, try your hardest, and together we will get through it. Sister Dennis kept me focused, and she was a true leader. During difficult situations, Sister Dennis would put on her Mother Superior hat and handle the situation with authoritative grace. It was also comforting to have her by my side. She could be tough, yet filled with compassion, and she also had a great sense of humor. She never wanted to be the center of attention, but so often she was the center of our lives. Always participating in pediatric celebrations, she would make her famous spinach dip or her killer chocolate cake for our potlucks. She couldn't eat the dip because she was allergic to it, but she knew that we all loved it. We were family. Sister Dennis was always in the thick of things. One day at work, the police were pursuing an armed suspect who had entered the hospital to hide. They searched the pediatric unit and without finding him declared it safe. But Sister knew better. So she went into every empty room, and when she entered one of the rooms, out of the corner of her eye, she saw a man hiding under a crib. She kept her cool, exited the room, jumped on the phone, notified the police, and the suspect was apprehended. That was one tough and brave nun. She'd love for us to retell that story to her. Sister Dennis was always there for me. When my grandmother died, the parish priest told us that a family member needed to lead the rosary, a difficult task none of us could handle at that time. Sister Dennis arranged to have her brother, who was a priest visiting her at the time, preside over the service. It was beautiful and so special. I'm forever grateful to both of them. Sister Dennis always made things right. She supported my family through my dad's fight with Alzheimer's disease and his passing. She would always ask, "How's Mom?" Not "how's your mom," but "how's Mom?" She was a loving part of our family. She was always willing to listen to our concerns and help with a solution or just be there for support. She was good for the happy times also. She loved keeping up with our kids and our grandkids. We'd always share family stories and family pictures. She kept up with who was doing what. When our daughter Jessica was 12 years old and a student at St. Barnabas School, she was in a musical sister act. Jessica was the only student rocking an authentic nun's habit, courtesy of Sister Dennis. She got a kick out of that one too. Also, Sister knew that our son Nick had a special love for elephants, and after a trip home to India, she surprised him with an elephant painting, which he still cherishes today. A few years back, my husband Al and I attended Mass with Sister Dennis at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels in LA. Al still talks about that and how we laugh how Sister Dennis charged up those stairs like it was nothing. She had such strength and determination in everything she did. We have great memories, and it's always a comfort to have Sister Dennis near and to see the Spirit of God at work. Sister Dennis lived her life to the fullest. It was an honor to have her in our lives, and she will always be remembered and live in our hearts forever. We love you, Sister Dennis.
Hello, as Sister mentioned, my name's Mike, and I work at pediatric with Sister Dennis. I always felt like I had a special connection with Sister. She interviewed me, oriented me, and she was the first person to meet my future wife. And luckily, Sister liked her, so I got to marry her. Sister always wanted to be in the know, whether it was politics or sports. And trust me, working with Laura and I, she was always in the know about the sports that were going on. But more importantly, Sister wanted to be in the know regarding our families and especially our children. My son and daughter to this day, they remember whenever they came to visit me in pediatrics, Sister would always walk them to the toy closet and insist that they pick out a toy. Although I miss you, Sister, I'll forever cherish the memories and the joy that I had with you for 20 years. Rest in peace, Sister D.
Thanks for ending on that, Mike. Excuse my notes around my bills. I do my best writing when I'm not paying my bills. My name's Laura, and I worked with Sister for 35 years. She's one of my best friends. Let's take a minute. You know, you've heard so many stories about how she was everyone's best friend. She loved everyone. Didn't matter who you were. Didn't matter where you came from. Didn't matter what religion you were. And that was one of my favorite parts. You know, she was a Catholic nun, but she didn't care if you were Catholic. She didn't care if you didn't believe in God. She just loved you as a person. And that's so important in this world today. And she made sure everybody knew it. When my daughter was 5 years old, she had surgery at St. Mary's, and Sister Dennis was her nurse. I had walked into her room after surgery. My daughter's name is Megan. She was 5, and she was sitting there, and she had El Pollo Loco sitting in front of her. I said, "Where'd you get that El Pollo Loco?" And she said, "Some lady that looked like an angel brought me chicken." My new sister had gone down and gotten her a special meal after, because she just wanted to make sure everybody had something special. Megan remembered that for years to come. She's 26 now, and she totally remembered that. Then about 2 months ago, when Sister was quite ill, she was up on the 7th floor, and everybody that was around her knew that she couldn't eat anything. Every once in a while, she kind of had a feeling that she wanted to eat something. One day when I was there, she said, "I feel like eating these cookies that are chocolate and lace, and I think they're from Trader Joe's." She didn't know what they were. So I was at work, but I called Megan, and Megan knew exactly what they were. So Megan drove to Trader Joe's, got her these cookies, ran up to 7 Bower. She ran in Sister's room and peeked around the corner. Sister had the biggest smile on her face. And Megan said, "I got you these cookies, you gotta eat them now. You got me chicken when I was 6, so here's your cookies, now we're even." Sister loved that, so she had a couple bites of cookies with her tea, so. We were trying to get her to eat, but Sister had a really tough time. She really, really tried hard. God knew that Sister Dennis was finally going to need help. She never needed help from anyone her whole life. But now she's going to be able to accept it. So he sent her Sister Remy, Sister Dennis, Sister Rosna, Sister Celeste, amongst some other people that took care of her in St. Mary's. Our family cannot thank you all enough for the loving and compassionate care you all gave her to our friend. You are all the angels that were put in our lives just when we needed you. We'll forever be grateful to you. We know how blessed we are. On the evening before she passed away, we were having a retirement party upstairs in Peds, and Sister Dennis was down in ICU. She wasn't coherent. Still, we didn't think anything was going to happen to Sister. She's so tough. Nobody ever thought she was going to go anywhere. The ICU nurses were so awesome and let us all come down to say prayers in her room. So about 20 plus of us went into Sister's room, put gowns on, all crowded around her bed. We talked to her. We prayed with her. We joked with her. She didn't open her eyes, but we all sat around. We said the Our Father with her. And then we told her, Mikey didn't know this, but we told her she'd probably wake up if Mike were here because he was her favorite. Being able to be there with her and have that prayer with our family was one of the best experiences and the most amazing experiences we could have ever had. We left and all went home, and a couple hours later, she passed away. Sister, thank you for being a friend and part of my family for all these years. I'll never forget you. We wanted to get you home. We wanted to get you better, to get you home to India, but now you're home. I love you. Thank you.
Do we have any other staff members who would like to share?
My name is Ellie Valdez. I'm from St. Barnabas. I was hired there with the Archdiocese with Monsignor Toomey about 18 years ago. I knew the sister when she came to St. Barnabas with the other nuns. I didn't know her real good, but I saw her. I would say hi to her. But when the people that worked with her said all that stuff, it really got to me. I know you're going to miss her a lot. And I knew she was a good nun. All the nuns are good. She lived down the street from St. Barnabas. But I remember her going there, and I would always say hi to her. All the nuns. I know they're from India. I just want to say she was really good. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Kevin George. I know I look a little younger than everybody in this audience, but we're family. Sister's grandfather and my mom's my grandfather's grandfather, they were brothers. So we're related very faintly, but you wouldn't be able to tell that by the way that she treated us. Coming to this room, it's funny the kind of memories that come into your head. It's not the deep long conversations, but it's the small moments, And you mentioned her chocolate cake. So when I was a lot younger, we would travel to Long Beach, and no trip to Long Beach was complete until we had a slice of Sister's chocolate cake. And as a small kid, we'd go around her house. I remember the first time I watched Aladdin was upstairs on the couch in her house. And walking around her backyard, we would take back any fruits or any vegetables that she had in her backyard. In fact, back at home, one of our biggest trees that we have is cut from her backyard. And every time we came, she had something to give, whether it was cake or it was the unconditional love that she gave our family. And sometimes it's hard to accept that she's not here with us anymore, but at the same time, looking back, it's special to know that we had as much time with her as we did. And all the love and all the moments that she gave so endlessly, it's precious, and we'll keep that with our family and with everyone forever. So thank you, Sister. Thank you for everything. Thank you for showing us that God comes in many forms. And thank you for showing us a model that we can strive to live by. God bless.
I never thought I'd be here to talk about my aunt. After hearing so much from all of you about my aunt, we were never in this world to see what she was. But now I hear everything. All I can say is giving glory to God. And I'm so blessed to be her niece. Thank you all so much for taking care of her. Thank you, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
My name is Leela Sebastian. I am a consecrated apostolic oblate from India, and I met her in 1983. I came to Canada from 1982, and one of her brother's house, we had a gathering. I met Sister Dennis, and she is my true friend and my mentor and my counselor, prayer partner. And she always looks so young and happy and enthusiastic, and her joy and always welcoming. I go to their house, always lot of food and send it to us too. Then Sister Dennis came in 1982, if I remember well, and she didn't have the house here. She stayed with the sisters in Long Beach. They treated her, one of them, they loved her so much, and she comes to our house in the weekend, or sometimes she have a day off. We were like a family. We prayed 2-3 hours and she come to us, we pray together, and a day of prayer, and we go shopping, and we cook Indian food, all kinds of curry, and she is coming to us like a joy. We wait for her to come to our house, and she always giving, and she is a true St. Joseph, like a providential. She always brings something. She go home and she have a abundance of stuff at home. She always giving. So I always notice her giving and loving and a very prayerful, truly a holy sister. A couple of months ago, I talked with her and I said, when we die, what are we going to do? And then she said, we don't need to worry about our death. The time comes, God will give the grace. And I never seen she is so sick. Couple of years ago, she was sick with her leg. She couldn't walk. She slides from upstairs to downstairs. She couldn't walk, but she never complained. But she wanted to work because their founder said, you work, nobody died because of the work. She respect the work. And that is very good example for me. And still I see her picture and her smiling picture. I never think she died, but she is alive, end of the world in our hearts and in my prayers and our community. I was in Omaha, our house got burned. We lost everything, and guess what? Sister Dennis and a friend came to visit, and she asked their community in India to the superior, they can give us some money to help us. She came and she gave us a donation. So she always did all her work very silently like a St. Joseph, never noticed, and she never wanted any credit. So I honor her and Thanksgiving, and she was my mentor and my prayer partner and a very safe, very good, holy person. So I miss our whole community in India and Italy, throughout the world. All our sisters are praying and honor you and enjoy the eternal reward. You worked so hard, and pray for us, our journey to heaven. So I want to say one prayer for her. O Immaculate Heart of Mary, true model of every holiness, give us the trust to become saints. May the Lord bless you and rest in peace. Thank you.
On behalf of all our family members, first and foremost, I'd like to thank all the sisters who took care of my aunt so well. She was more than a mother to me. I can never have enough words to thank the Lord for all the love we received from her. Constantly, almost every week, at least once or twice, she used to call us, she used to guide us. She was a great strength to our family. She's a person who literally lived the gospel. It is more blessed to give than to receive. She always wanted to give whatever she could, never expected anything in return. Struggling every day to thank the Lord, because the Bible we read, heaven rejoices at the death of the righteous. My aunt was so sweet. She was she was a woman of justice. I continuously, even the last 2 weeks, even when she was alive, she always used to pray for something I wanted, and it happened. Thank God.
My name is Father Jimmy. I am close to San Francisco. Now. I knew Dennis. I was not actually planning to say anything, but now I think I owe it to her. I knew her now about 32 years. When I came to this country, I was very close to St. Mary's Hospital. I think maybe about a mile, if I remember correct, at Holy Innocents Parish in Long Beach. So, from that time on, Sister Dennis has been not just a close friend for me. We have been very, very close, intimate friends. And she was not much older, I think about 4 years older than me. She has been ever since a great older sister for me. We used to talk often. Once in a while we would meet. I want to speak about 2 things about her. One thing, Dennis was always a very happy, joyful person. I never, in my experience, I have been to the convent several times. She visited me in my parish there in the north. And as I said, we used to talk so often. Dennis was always a happy person. And I know the secret of her happiness was the sense of contentment. Very satisfied person with what she has. You know, these days, especially when we hear so much about priests and nuns, Dennis knew the meaning of her calling and her purpose in life. Totally committed to the call she received and the commitment she made. I know that for a fact, because as I said, we used to share so much. And when she came to this country, I asked her a few times, how would you survive? Because now there are so many people from our land, India, Kerala. There was nobody in those days. Her community wanted her to come here. She obeyed, and she stayed ever faithful to why she was sent here. Somebody mentioned she never wanted any position. Many people want to go higher and higher in the ladder. Not Sister Dennis. Whatever she has, that is enough. She believed in her calling. And she believed in her commitment to Jesus. And she lived that commitment. So with her departure, and I feel very bad that I could not come and see her. So before she passed away, I was actually planning to come. My own parish, I cannot get away anytime and every time I want. I was planning to come to this coming Tuesday and see her. For 3 days before she passed away, she asked, I think it was Remy, Sister Remy, asked her to call me and they put me on Facebook so I could see her over the phone and we spoke. Of course, her voice was very feeble, she could not talk much. But I am very happy that I could see her face one more time before she passed away. I tell you once again, with her departure, I am losing a very close elder sister, somebody who I could count on. When I have any issue, I will give a call. Dennis, I need some prayers. Don't worry about it, I pray, we'll pray. And sometimes she will share with me what she was going through. Once again, I believe that Sister Dennis was a marvelous example of religious commitment, inner peace and joy.
Not so fast, Sister Celeste. I'm Mardell Avelino. I'm one of the administrators at St. Mary Medical Center. I first met Sister Dennis when I was an intern for the administrative department. And I was working on an operational project where I had to go to different units. And my introduction for Sister Dennis when I entered the pediatric room was, "Who are you? And what are you doing here? And what are you to do?" And that was the intrinsic Sister Dennis, the lioness of the pediatric unit. But years to come, Sister Dennis and I established good friendship, and I always looked forward to greeting her in the morning when I would go to the chapel or when she attended Mass at 11:30. And she always reminded me when I perform my capacity as an administrator, don't just come to the unit when there's a problem, come visit me sometime. Sister Dennis is a staple in the organization, and she leaves a remarkable legacy that will never be forgotten. And on behalf of the administrative team, we extend our condolences to the family, to the congregation, and to the friends of Sister Dennis.
I'm sure we can probably go on and on singing Sister Dennis's praises. I think we'll now move into our final blessing and prayer. Father Matthew, are you leading?
എന്റെ കർത്താൻ ഞാൻ പ്രകീർത്തിക്കും മഹിമയുടെ അന്തിമ വിധി നാളിൽ കർത്താവേ നീ അണയുമ്പോൾ കരുണയോടെ എന്നെ നിർത്തണമേ നല്ല വരുത്തു വലം ഭാഗേ ആകാശവും ഈ ഭൂതലവും താവകമല്ലോ കർത്താവേ ജീവിക്കുന്നവൻ അഭയം നീ നൽകണമേ മൃതനായസ്സും കർത്താവേ നിൻ ശോണിതവും ദിവ്യശരീരവും അറിവോടെ ഉൾക്കൊണ്ടവരാം നിൻ സുതരെ നിത്യവിരുന്നിൽ ചേർക്കണമേ പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവിന് സ്തുതി പാപപുത്രൻ റൂഹായേ മൃതരാമെന്നിൽ കനിയേണം ജീവൻ നൽകി മഹോന്നതമാം പ്രഭയുടെ നാട്ടിൽ ചേർക്കണം
കർത്താവിന്റെ കരുണകളെ അനുഗമിക്കുകയും നിന്റെ ദയാസിക്ക് ഞങ്ങളുടെ പാപങ്ങൾ മായ്ച്ചു കളയുകയും ചെയ്യുമാറാകട്ടെ. മഹനീയമായ നിന്റെ ത്രിത്വത്തിന്റെ അനുഗ്രഹം ഞങ്ങളെ സഹായിക്കുമാറാകട്ടെ. ജീവന്റെയും മരണത്തിന്റെയും നാഥനും പിതാവും പുത്രനും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവുമായ സർവേശ്വര
കർത്താവിനെ ആകാശത്തിലും ഭൂമിയിലും സുദീർഘനാകുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവന്റെ കാരണം ആത്മാവിന്റെ പ്രത്യാശയും നീയാകുന്നു.
ജീവന്റെയും മരണത്തിന്റെയും നാഥനും പിതാവും പുത്രനും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവുമായ സർവേശ്വരം. ഉന്നത നൃപനാം മിശിഹാനാഥ മൃതരെല്ലാരും മിന്നി വിളങ്ങും വചനമുടുണരാൻ വരമരുളേണം. വിധിയുടെ നാളിൽ വിജയപ്രഭയിൽ വിണ്ടലമെങ്ങും പൊങ്ങി മുഴങ്ങും കാഹളനാദം പൂജിതമല്ലോ. അന്ത്യമെഴാത്തോരവികലമോദം നുകരാൻ മൃതരെ മഹിമാവൊഴുകും മണവറയിങ്കൽ ചേർക്കണമീശോ. അഗാധത്തിൽ നിന്ന് നിന്നെ ഞാൻ വിളിക്കുന്നു. എന്റെ പ്രാർത്ഥന ചെവികൊള്ളണമേ. എന്തുകൊണ്ടെന്നാൽ പാപമോചനത്തിന്റെ പകർന്നാകുന്നല്ലോ. എന്റെ പ്രതീക്ഷ അവന്റെ വാഗ്ദാനത്തിലാകുന്നു. കാത്തിരിക്കുന്ന കാവൽക്കാരെ പോലെ ഇസ്രായേൽ കർത്താവിനെ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നു. പൂർണ്ണമായ രക്ഷയും അവന്റെ പക്കലാകുന്നു. പിതാവിനും പുത്രനും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവിനും സ്തുതി.
ഞാൻ വിളിക്കുന്നു, മനുഷ്യരെ ഓർക്കുന്നവനെ സ്തുതി. പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കാം, നമുക്ക് സമാധാനം.
സജീവവും ജീവദായകവുമായ ശബ്ദത്താൽ ലാസർ ഉയർപ്പിച്ച കർത്താവേ, ആ ശബ്ദം മഹനീയമായ നീതിവിധിയുടെ ദിവസത്തിൽ നിന്റെ ദാസിയെ വിളിക്കുകയും നിന്റെ വലതുഭാഗത്ത് നിർത്തുകയും ചെയ്യട്ടെ. പാപങ്ങൾ പൊറുക്കുന്നവനും കരുണ നിറഞ്ഞവനും നീതിമാനുമായ വിധികർത്താവേ, ജീവന്റെയും മരണത്തിന്റെയും നാഥനും പിതാവും പുത്രനും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവുമായ സർവേശ്വര,
കർത്താവേ, മരിച്ചവരെ നീ കരുണാപുരം ജീവിപ്പിക്കണമേ. ജീവിക്കുന്നവരെ ദയാപുരം പരിപാലിക്കണമേ. ഉത്ഥാന പ്രതീക്ഷമാർന്ന മറിഞ്ഞവരെ മഹിമയോടെ ഉയർപ്പിക്കണമേ. ജീവന്റെയും മരണത്തിന്റെയും നാഥനും പിതാവും പുത്രനും പരിശുദ്ധാത്മാവുമായ സർവേശ്വരായ നയിക്കും.
സകലത്തിന്റെയും നാഥനും ദൈവവുമായ മിശിഹായെ, നിന്റെ കുരിശിന്റെ അടയാളത്തോടും ദൈവദൂതന്മാരുടെ അകമ്പടിയോടും കൂടെ വാനമേഘങ്ങളിൽ നീ പ്രത്യക്ഷനാകുകയും സ്വർഗത്തിന്റെ വാതിൽ തുറക്കപ്പെടുകയും മരിച്ചവർ രക്ഷയാക്കപ്പെട്ടെങ്കിൽ തുറക്കുകയും ദുഷ്ടനും നീതിയും മരുന്ന് വേദനിക്കപ്പെടുകയും ചെയ്യുന്ന ഭയാനകമായ വിധി ദിവസത്തിൽ നിന്റെ തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെട്ടവർക്കാരും സജ്ജമാക്കപ്പെടുന്ന സ്വർഗരാജ്യത്തിലേക്ക് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഈ സഹോദരിയെ നീ സ്വീകരിക്കണമേ. ഞങ്ങളിലും ഞങ്ങളുടെ സമൂഹത്തിലും നിന്റെ കൃപയും അനുഗ്രഹവും നിരന്തരം വസിക്കുമാറാകട്ടെ, ഇപ്പോഴും എപ്പോഴും എന്നേക്കും.